Hello and welcome to SmartQuiz Builder. My name is Veena Prashant. This is part 2 of a two-part video series on quiz funnels. In part 1, I showed you the front-end user experience of a webinar quiz funnel created using SmartQuiz Builder. And in this video, I'll take you behind the scenes to show you step by step how you can create any type of quiz funnel using SQB. It could be a webinar funnel, it could be a registration funnel, where you just replace your static opt-in forms with a quiz funnel or a survey funnel. Now, this is the back end of SQB, and this is my webinar registration funnel. Let me edit this and show you my settings. In the Basic Settings tab, you can give your quiz a name, description, and type of quiz. So here I have selected the type as personality. SQB's personality quiz is pretty powerful. You can do everything that you can do with a survey, but you can do a lot more with a personality quiz because you can also connect answers to a specific outcome. And just like a survey, you can have different types of questions. You can have single choice, multiple choice, open-ended questions. But the cool thing about a personality quiz is you can use the answers to create a two-way communication between you and your prospects. Moving on to the display settings. So here you can configure SQB to display the quiz in a pop-up or in-page. Here I have selected pop-up. Default settings is in-page. And progress bar, if you want to display a progress bar, you can enable this. And lead generation screen. If you want to display an opt-in form, so after the questions, if you want users to opt in before you send them the final result or the thank you page, you can set this to yes. And default is it is enabled. But if you want to disable it, if you do not want to display a lead generation form, you can turn it off. All right, so I'm going to leave this on. Now here you can connect SQB to your email platform. So you can connect it to DApp if you have a product in DApp and you want to add users that sign up to your product in DApp, you can do that. Or you can connect it to your email platform. Currently, SQB integrates with these platforms, but we'll be adding a lot more here. And also Zapier. SQB will always add it to WordPress. You can't really disable this. And all the users that SQB adds, you will find it in here under reports leads. You will find all the users that have opted in. All that information will be here. Then you can select one of these templates. I have selected template 1. All right, so the next tab is start screen. Here I'm just using a button. I'm not using a start screen, but if you want to use a screen like this, let me select this and show you what it looks like. So if you want to show a screen like this rather than just a button, you can do this, right? So you can enter your quiz title, description, all of that here. But if you just want to display a button like what I am doing, then you can select the button option. So you can see here, this is the button. This is from SQB. So I'm not using a start screen. I'm just using a start button. Moving on to the outcome tab. Now outcome shows up at the end, right? After the questions, after users opt in, that's when the outcome is going to show up. And the outcome depends on the answer choice. So here what I have done is I have created 3 different outcomes. So you need to create this first because when you create your questions, you will have to connect each answer to one or more outcomes because that will allow SQB to correlate each answer choice to one or more outcomes. So that's why you need to create the outcome first, even though in the front end, users are going to see it at the end. So I have 3 different outcomes. My outcomes are based on 2 things. It's based on whether it's a new business or existing business, and also if SQB was recommended by someone to the prospects. So I use those 2 criteria to create my outcomes and to connect the answer choices to the right outcome. So here you can see outcome number 1 is if it's a new business and if SQB was recommended to them. And that's why in the description here, I'm saying we see that you're planning on starting a new business and we know that someone recommended SQB to you. So you can add whatever text you want here, whatever description you want here for your outcome. You can use an image or a GIF or a video, or you can just hide it if you do not want to display anything here. All right. And that's it. So this is how you can create your outcome screens. You can add as many outcomes as you want. So I have created 3 different outcomes like this. And also if you want to redirect users to a different page rather than send them to the outcome screen, you can do that too. So based on the type of outcome, you can redirect them to a page on your website. And you can add whatever content you want on that page. You can also assign tags based on outcome. So if they get this outcome, you can give them tag 1. If they get this outcome, you can give them a different tag. So you can give them different tags based on outcome type. All right, now moving on to the questions tab. So here you can see I have 6 questions in my quiz funnel. And you can add as many questions as you want. Everything is fully customizable here. You can see I have personalized it using the first name merge tag, because in the SQB settings tab, I have enabled personalization for this quiz. When this question shows up, it will replace this merge tag with the first name of the participant. All right, and you can add as many answer choices as you want. And the thing that you need to do for a personality quiz is connect to outcome, right? So these are the answer choices, and you can connect each answer choice to one or more outcomes. You can see here if they say, I found you on Google, I am connecting it to these 3 types. And if they say it was recommended to me by someone, then I am connecting it to this outcome type. So you create the question, add all the answer choices, and then do the outcome mapping before you add the next question. Now, if you don't do the outcome mapping, it's fine. It's not going to stop you from creating other questions, but be sure to do this. Otherwise, in the front end, SQB will not know how to correlate the answer choices to the right outcome. So users are not going to get the right outcome based on their answer. So that defeats the purpose of a personality quiz. So this is a really important step. Be sure to do this. And also one more thing, even though it's a personality quiz, you can use different types of questions. You can use multiple choice. You can also allow users to enter free text. So you can have open-ended questions as well, just like a survey. And if you want to allow users to pick multiple answer choices, not just one, you can just check this box. All right, so this question, here I have said allow users to select multiple answers. So they can select more than one. Which one of the following best describes what you plan on selling? All right, question 5. So you can see here, this one is an open-ended question. Do you mind telling us who recommended us to you? And you can see here the question type is text. And that's it. So I have enabled branching logic. Now this is important because not everyone is going to see the same questions. In question number 1, if their answer is recommended by someone, I want to show them question number 5 next. But if they pick any other answer, then I want them to see this question next. Is it a new business or existing? So this is the question I want them to see next. So I have implemented skip logic. So if they select question 1, they will first see question 4 and then they will see question 2. So I'll show you how I have set up my branching logic in the quiz funnels page. But first let me show you the lead generation tab. This is the lead generation tab. Everything that you see here is click and edit. You can change the content. You can customize it using this customizer. If you want to accept both name and email, you can enable both fields. This is the default. If you want to accept just email, you can turn off the name, and that's it. So you can fully customize your opt-in form. And next, SQB will give you a shortcode. So just copy this and enter this wherever you want on your WordPress page. So this is my webinar page and I have inserted it right here. And this is what it looks like in the front end. My start screen for the quiz is just a button. Like I showed you earlier in the start screen, this is the button I am using. So that's what's showing up. When users click on it, it's going to show them the quiz. Here it's asking them for the name because I have personalized the quiz. So when users enter the name, it's then going to show the questions, and based on the answer choice, it's going to show them the next question. And let me now show you my branching logic, how I have set that up. All right, so this is the back end and this is the quiz funnels page. And I have selected my quiz here. There are 6 questions and you can see how I have implemented the skip logic here. So when users select recommended by someone, I have connected it to this question where I'm asking them, do you mind telling us who recommended us to you? And if they select any other answer choice, then I send them to the next question. I have implemented the skip logic where all these other answer choices skip this question except this one. And that's it. It's a pretty straightforward, simple quiz, and it's really easy to connect the nodes. Let me disconnect and show you how I do this. So when you have a new quiz, all of these nodes will be disconnected. You will have to connect each one of the answer choice to the right node. All right. So initially it will all be disconnected. So then you can just drag it and drop it to the right question. That's it. If you want to disconnect, right click and click on the X to disconnect it. And then you can reconnect it like this. Make sure that branching logic is enabled and save your settings. As you can see, it's really easy to set up a quiz funnel or a survey funnel using SmartQuiz Builder. You can set this up in no time, especially for a simple quiz or a simple funnel like this, where I just have 6 questions and a few answer choices. So if you're clear about what your funnel is going to be like, what questions you're going to ask, the easy part is actually implementing your funnel in SQB. I hope this was helpful. My name is Veena Prashant. If you have any questions, please do let me know. I have a Facebook group. You're welcome to join. You're welcome to ask questions there. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.